everybody, it's Mystical Ariel, and we are live. Hopefully, you guys are doing great, and the world is still spinning. And like I said, things have been shaken up. But today, I want to talk to you guys about the difference between three-dimensional thinking and five-dimensional thinking, which is way beyond 5D. Okay, that's just icing on the cake. But I just want to kind of get into that and let you guys understand the kind of shift we really need to all have here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about when I was in my three-dimensional thinking, like what that was like. I used to constantly see chaos, not even realizing I was doing it. And because I was ensnared by my emotions and my existence was mere performance on a platform, my eyes were wandering all over the place. I didn't know how to be in the moment whatsoever. My existence was a mere stage, and I was aimlessly missing the essence of each passing day. And the room of silence became a haunting nightmare. I used to not even like being alone. Now I love it. Like, as a matter of fact, I used to believe I was an extrovert. It turned out I was an introvert. The reason I thought I was an extrovert was mainly because in my trauma, I was seeking to be noticed. And when you're in a five-dimensional thinking, you're not seeking to be noticed. And in reality, you become lost if you're doing that in this vast expanse of time and space in the universe. I mean, in my true identity, I didn't even know what it was. I found myself enslaved by fear and programmed, and a first-person player navigating life in solitude, and my story concealed within rather than being real about it. But in a profound encounter I had within the universe, a face-to-face with all creation, I glimpsed at a reality of who I truly was. And it was beyond the confines of three-dimensional thinking. A shift to a 5D mindset was unfolded before me. I transformed into an observer, an introvert, one who appreciates solitude, gracefully floating through life and enveloped in a state of bliss. Well, how do you know that you're in a three-dimensional way of thinking and that you're in a five-dimensional way of thinking? Well, here's some good signs. I decided to put some things together. When you're three-dimensional thinking, individuals are often deeply rooted in the physical material aspects of life, and the perspective of a characterized by focus on the tangible, the measurable, and the immediate, more materialistic. And here's some key things about the three-dimensional thinker. They're material focused, like they tend to prioritize their items in materialism, and they tend to emphasize physical possessions as achievements and external validation as markers of success and fulfillment of where they are in life. And then there's the egocentric. The ego plays this prominent role in the three-dimensional thinking. Individuals may be more driven by a sense of self-identity and personal desires, often seeking external validation for their things that they want to get across or doing or to boost their self-worth. I mean, linear perspective of time as well. Their time perceived in linear and three-dimensional mindset with a past, present, and future. Events that are often seen as separate and distinct and leading to cause and effect of understanding life and why you react the way you react. It's limited by beliefs. Three-dimensional thinking can be constrained by religion, by conditions, beliefs, and societal norms. Individuals may resist change and be reluctant to explore perspectives beyond their immediate physical reality. Now, what is a five-dimensional thinking? A five-dimensional form of thinking represents a more expanded, interconnected way of understanding life and existence. It transcends the limitations of physical and explores the realms beyond the tangible. Here are some more characteristics of the five-dimensional thinking. Spiritual awareness. The 5D thinker and beyond embraces a spiritual dimension, acknowledging the interconnectedness of all things. There is a recognition of a broader reality that goes beyond the visible and measurable things. They're heart-centered. The focus in 5D thinking shifts towards the heart and a higher consciousness. Compassion, empathy, and unity become guided principles. And individuals may I can't speak, but they might organize and collect a well-being over their individual success. They care more about the peace within than they do about what's outside. They're non-linear. They don't perceive time. The same time is perceived as a non-linear, five-dimensional thinking, acknowledging interconnectedness. Past, present, and future events are all seen as a greater part of the exact equation of why you are where you're at right now. They realize that it was a benefit, not something that took away. And open to change, the 5D thinking is open-minded, and perceived to change, individuals are more willing to explore new perspectives, question beliefs, and adapt to evolving understanding of self and the universe. Living in a five-dimensional form of thinking, it involves a profound shift from limitations of the physical realm towards more of an expansion and inclusive worldview. It's important to know that these concepts are all just me sharing a symbolic example of the way that our minds and things can shift. It lets us understand the different states of consciousness rather than just having rigid categories. We need to find the elements within both worlds. I mean, obviously, I live still among the three-dimensional world, but it just doesn't mean I'm stuck in that realm of thinking. I still see the union that I have with each person I pass by. It's just, instead of being a first-person player, I observe life instead. I don't let it affect me the way it used to. I walk in each day being in that moment and in that day. So what I have on my plate for that day is all there is. It's a good way to live. Keeps the peace. Alright, you guys. Make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every day. Brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize the fact that you're valuable, you matter, and that you're a unique puzzle piece to the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Peace out.